Hello friends, this is your Trendline investor providing the Nifty daily outlook view for the 15th of July 2021. Now before we start, I hope you noticed the new initiative or the new series that I started a couple of days back. It is called the Trade with Trendline Investor series. So in this series, I will primarily be taking personal trades with a capital of 1 lakh, and I will also be sharing my learnings with you every day in the video. Now, I'm 100% sure that you're going to find it useful, or you're going to take at least a few takeaways from the series. And don't forget to join me in this live trading sessions. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel so that you get the notifications as and when I post the video. I hope we'll learn together. Now, going into the Nifty outlook for today. Now, for beginners who are new to the channel, this is what I'll be covering. What happened in the markets in the previous session, key learnings from the previous session, my market view for tomorrow, that will include both the long and the short plan. So let's quickly jump into the part where we discuss what happened to the markets in the previous session. So Nifty actually reversed from this trend line support which I mentioned in the previous video. So if you see here this trend line support, so Nifty reversed perfectly from this morning, in the yesterday's session, and we had a little bit of correction in the first 1 hour. Now this reversal which happened at this trend line today is the third touch point. Now if you were looking at this trend line, this trend line now actually becomes a significant trend line, because we had the first, second, and we had the final confirmation that this trend line is now a good trend line. And the moment you had after the short correction, Nifty broke the trend line resistance around 1040, and also we made a new high. So if you were short in the morning because we broke the previous swing low, so if you went short when we broke this previous swing low, then you should have squared off your positions, because we broke the trendline resistance, plus we made a new fresh swing high, right? That's on the 5 minutes candle. But actually the stop, if you had gone long here, the stop would have been pretty deep around here, so I wouldn't have gone short at this point. So probably you should have waited for a short consolidation and then gone long, or you could have also, so this was a short consolidation where you could have gone long, or this was a short consolidation, or you could have gone long here. But even if you wanted to go long here, then probably keep at least this breakout candle low as the stop, and you could have gone long. Now there's a very high chance that the price comes back again, but that's all about the trade-offs, right? Sometimes it just goes one way up, sometimes it comes back. So it's always good to wait for such consolidations and then enter above the high points for a good risk reward setup, right? Now whatever the strategy was, whether you went long at breakout, whatever that was, one must have defined the stop loss first before going long, right? So that's always important. Now towards the end of the day, Nifty actually made a swing low around here, but then we went back and closed above. So I would still not consider that as a proper breakdown, but if it happened during the day, then probably yes. But for now, the higher high, higher low structure is intact, and the short-term trend is still up. So what's the learning from yesterday? So if you can't find a decent stop loss level like today at this point, then don't take the trade without first defining a logical stop loss level, because it is always the risk first before the return, right? Otherwise, if you want to look at the returns instead of the risk, then you don't know at what point you exit, and you will panic during the market hours, and that's not really a good way to trade. So also the other learning is that a trend line with 3 touch points can be relied on for breakouts on any time frame, right? So but you need to have 3 touch points, but as just mentioned, always try to find a logical stop loss. So what's my view for today? So Nifty, as I mentioned, is in a strong uptrend. In the last 2 sessions we created continuous high lows, and however, just note that we are close to a near major resistance, which is 910, 915, around this point, right? So what's the plan for long? The plan for long is if we open flat tomorrow, or mildly positive or mildly negative here around the range of 850, 830 levels, then I would go long with a stop at 825 over here, right? That's the first plan. The other long plan is if we gap up above 915, right? So if we gap up right above 915 over here, right? So then we have crossed that major resistance which was there for many weeks. So then also you can go long with stop as 15870, and we can trail a stop as and when we head higher. The other long plan is if we gap up towards 900, 915, so basically we don't gap up above, but we gap up right on this zone here, And then in the first 15 minutes, if we form a green candle and if we sustain above 15900, then possibly there's a chance that we might break out and go higher. Then also you can go long with stop as 15870. So moving on to the short plan. The short plan will be we go short only below 15830 odd. So we don't go short before that. And if we gap up towards 900 915 tomorrow, and if we have in the first 15 minutes, if we have red candle and if we sustain below 900 levels, then you can probably go short for targets of 15800 with a stop at the day high. Right, so that's the plan, guys. If you did like my analysis, do share with your friends, families and relatives, and do like this video and hit the subscribe button. I'll be doing this every day at 8 o'clock in the morning. Thank you.